Hey guys, let's get more news from Lakers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Lakers Christian Wood fulfills 10-year-old promise to mom in heartwarming moment. Nowadays, plenty of young professionals dream of being able to give back to their parents. To repay the love given by one's mother and father would surely be one of the best feelings in the world. For Los Angeles Lakers big man, Christian Wood, that feeling has finally come to pass. In a wholesome post on X, Wood revealed how he was finally able to fulfill his promise of buying his mother's dream home. Life goal: I promised my mom at 18 with no money I would get her the house of her dreams before I'm 30, Wood captioned. Fast forward to now, I did that. I love you. Perseverance, hard work and self-belief are some of the essentials in being able to maintain a spot in the NBA year after year. For Wood, it could possibly have been all of these, plus an undying motivation to fulfill a 10-year promise. And on the court, it seems like that promise has kept him playing whatever role is expected from his end. Wood has been known to provide offense to the teams he's been on. Last season, the big man out of UNLV averaged 16.6 points per game for the Dallas Mavericks. However, heading into the Lakers, the 28-year-old was asked to take a smaller and focus on doing the little things to impact the game. Averaging just 6.8 points and 5.4 rebounds for the purple and gold, Wood cleared the air on his adjustment back in November. I'm not playing a role I played the last 4 or 5 years, which was being a high-usage guy, taking a lot of shots, Wood said. Playing this role-player role, where I'm trying, if the team needs help with rebounds, I have to try and help rebound. And whatever they need to do, I'm there to do, he added. LeBron James, always great to play with Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves was the latest example of the Los Angeles Lakers scouting department doing its homework. The Arkansas native went undrafted in the 2021 NBA draft and signed a two-way deal to start his career. Fast forward to free agency this past summer, and Reaves signed a 4-year, $54 million contract as he cemented himself as an integral piece of the Lakers' rotation. After a busy summer, Reaves struggled to begin the season, which resulted in losing his starting spot. Reaves is averaging 16.5 points and 5.2 assists on 49.6% from the field and 37.7% from three in his last 10 games. On Sunday in New Orleans, the 25-year-old started the second half due to Rui Hachimura suffering a calf strain and provided much-needed offense, ending the game with 20 points on 7-for-12 from the field. LeBron James, who was in a good rhythm as well, scoring 34 points on 12-for-24 from the field, spoke highly of Reaves and thinks it's always great to be out there on the floor together. Via Spectrum Sportsnet, Austin's great. I like Austin no matter where he is. Obviously, it's always great to be on the floor with him. No matter if he's coming off the bench or if he's starting. I just love being on the floor with him. He makes plays. So it's always good. James and Reaves have built great chemistry in just a few seasons together, regularly playing well off one another. The four-time champion believes in Reaves' capabilities on the floor with his ability to shot create, spot up at the three-point line and be able to make the right pass. Overall, Reaves is a sound basketball player with a high IQ, something that fits tremendously alongside James. While it took injuries for the third-year guard to get run as a starter, Reaves looks to be a lot more comfortable and confident in comparison to early in the season. For a Lakers team that struggles on the offensive end, Reaves is viewed as the third-best defensive option behind James and Anthony Davis. Last year in the playoffs, Reaves was a great scoring option, and if the Lakers want to go far this year, LA is going to need him to continue his good offensive rhythm, whether it be starting or off the bench. Super competitor Austin Reaves expresses frustration. While Reaves has found himself in a nice rhythm, the Lakers themselves have not since winning the in-season tournament. Now with a record of 17-17 entering the new year, the guard shared some frustration about the team's recent struggles. Three-team blockbuster trade idea between the Lakers, Heat, and Hawks. The Lakers, Heat, and Hawks could come together on a landscape-shifting three-team trade before the deadline. The NBA trade market was shaken up after the second major trade of the season saw OG Anunoby make his way to the New York Knicks earlier this week. It seems the market will stay active until the trade deadline is crossed after February 8. In the meantime, teams like the Lakers and the Heat will be hoping to find the right moves to bolster their squad. The Lakers have shown an interest in Dejounte Murray, but haven't found a way to make the deal a reality. Similarly, the Miami Heat have been on the hunt for a new starting point guard since the last trade deadline but have whiffed on the likes of Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday. With the Lakers wanting to take a Hawks player, maybe the Heat can also get involved to try and pry Trae Young away from Atlanta. Atlanta Hawks receive Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Nikola Jovic, 2028 first-round pick, MIA, 2029 first-round pick, LAL, 2030 first-round pick, MIA. Los Angeles Lakers receive Dejounte Murray, Bogdan Bogdanović. Miami Heat receive Trae Young. This trade sees the Hawks load up on usable NBA players, young talent, and draft picks, which gives them full control of their future. Meanwhile, the Lakers and Heat take one step closer to contention in their respective conferences. The Atlanta Hawks enter a new era. The Atlanta Hawks have one signature playoff run in the Trae Young era, surrounded by years of treading water and being either a non-playoff team or a first-round exit. Young has also had various off-court issues in Atlanta, struggling to get along with coaches or improve his game defensively. He's a one-note offensive player, though his shooting and playmaking are arguably among the best in the NBA. But the Hawks have struggled to build around Young and could move off him now, before his value tumbles. They're already looking at possible deals for Dejounte Murray. In a deal that sees the Hawks lose their starting backcourt, they get back 5 players. D'Angelo Russell is averaging 14.8 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 6.1 assists this season, struggling to cement a starting spot in LA. Rui Hachimura has been having similar struggles, averaging 11.6 points and 3.6 rebounds. Duncan Robinson has found the form we saw him display in 2020 and is averaging 14.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 3.1 assists. Nikola Jovic is a star young prospect with a high ceiling, but the Heat have had no space in their rotation to develop him. The real prize of this deal is Tyler Herro, who has continued growing his game over the years. He's averaging 23.4 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists this season but has struggled with injury. His improved defense, ball handling, and playmaking could make him an interesting piece for the Hawks to maintain. The others may stay or go, but Herro is a player Atlanta should hold on to for the long term. The Lakers add a shooter and a new point guard. The Lakers have needed a steadying presence at point guard ever since LeBron James came to the T in 2018. The 1 year they had a somewhat serviceable guard rotation with Avery Bradley and Rajon Rondo, the Lakers went on to win a title. In the years since, the likes of Russell Westbrook and Dennis Schroeder haven't been able to fulfill that role. Dejounte Murray might be the answer. Murray is averaging 20.5 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 5.2 assists this season. His incongruent fit next to Trae has put a ceiling on the Hawks that they just can't seem to break through. On the Lakers, he will have a team leader in LeBron James, who has previously shown his admiration for Murray's game. Hopefully, a move to LA motivates Murray enough to also step up his defense, something he was known for when he broke into the NBA but has been missing from his game in Atlanta. Bogdan Bogdanović has been a player the Hawks have previously tried to salary dump to other teams without many takes. In a season where he's averaging 17.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists, the Hawks could send him to the Lakers that desperately need a specialist shooter like him. The Miami Heat add a superstar guard to fulfill their championship dream. The Miami Heat have been to 2 NBA Finals in the last 4 seasons, but are yet to have a ring to show for it. They have the talent to be the best in the East but need something to put them over the top. And you fan, what do you think of the Dejounte Murray situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.